Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rutvik. In the series of tenses, we have already talked about present tense and the 4 categories of it. The link of those videos is in description. If you wish, you might go through those videos. Today we are going to begin with past tense, and the first video which comes in this category is simple past tense, which is actually very simple to understand. We are going to learn this tense with the help of a very famous nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty, which you must have listened a lot many times in your school days. And yes, at the end of this video there is a small test waiting for you which will help you to understand your present level with this tense. So let's begin. As I said, we are going to learn it with the help of Humpty Dumpty. So let's listen to it once and recall our memories.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty together again.
I'm sure you must have enjoyed this rhyme after a long time. You will be surprised to know that this rhyme is entirely in simple past tense, and that's the reason I've kept it here. Once we talk about the structure and the exact usage of simple past tense, you can have a look at this video of this rhyme again. At that time, you will be able to relate it very easily. Now let's talk about the structure and the exact usage of simple past tense. We have this timeline which has 2 time frames, the past time and the present time. We use simple past tense to talk about all those activities which started and ended in the past at a specific point of time. The timing of those activities is already over. It is finished. That means those activities have no connection with the present time. If I give some examples, we use this tense to tell the stories, to narrate the past incidents, to talk about those activities which happened once or several times in the past, and to talk about the past habits. So before we move on to the examples, it's very important to understand the structure. Now the structure of this tense is actually very easy. For the positive category, it is subject plus V2. Now V2 stands for the second form of verb. We may also call it the past form. If you are not clear with the verb forms, you can click on this link which will direct you to the video that is exclusively made for the verb forms. Moving ahead with the pronouns, I mentioned a list for your reference. Unlike other tenses, verb will remain same for both the categories, singular and plural. That's why it's easy to understand. Talking about the negative category, the structure is a little complicated because we have to use did, and along with did, we must use the first form of verb, that is the base form. So all the past forms will be converted into the base form. For an example, went will become did not go. Ate will become did not eat. Spoke will become did not speak. Brought will become did not bring, etc. That means we have to convert all the V2s into V1. We have to convert past forms into the base forms, and that is where most of the people make mistake. We also have the exception in the negative category, that is with the forms of to be and with can. The forms of to be for the past tense are was and were. The negatives would be was not and were not. For can, negative past tense would be could not. These both verbs never take did while making their negative forms. That's why they are known as the exceptions. Now a very common usage of this tense is while telling the stories. You must have read many stories which start with simple past tense. For an example, once upon a time there lived a beautiful girl named Cinderella. There was a small village named Rampur. 500 years ago, there was a king named Akbar. All it started with a funny incident. And the last example. There was a ferocious king in Champakwan. So while reading the storybooks, you must have observed these sentences in the beginning of the paragraph. It's a very common usage. The next category talks about narrating the past incidents. For an example, when I was walking, I saw a rainbow in the sky. We are narrating the situations that we experienced. She asked him a question that he couldn't answer. Then I went to the shopkeeper to ask for refund. He snatched my chain and ran away. And the last, they took my number and the conversation ended. In the next category, we are going to talk about the situations those happened once or several times in the past. For an example, I went to France in 2015. So the event of going to France happened once in life in 2015. So for such incidents we can use simple past tense. Then we have she met her mother after 10 years. I always enjoyed going to school. This sentence talks about the past activity which happened several times. Similar sentence like this: during childhood, they ate food without salt almost every day. And the last, I reached home very late yesterday. In the next category we have the sentences that talk about the past habits. Now to talk about the past habits we use the phrase used to or we use would. Let's see how to use them. The first sentence says, I used to smoke but I gave up few years ago. That means I had a habit of smoking that I gave up before some time. The next sentence says, every Sunday I would play cricket. Now this sentence is little unique because instead of using used to, we have used would. So we can use would to talk about the past habits as well. But when we use would, the sentence becomes more formal. Similar example with would, my grandfather would tell us the bedtime stories every night. We used to fight a lot during childhood. That talks about a habit of fighting. She didn't used to study so hard as she does today. While making the negative sentences, make sure to convert verbs into the base form. That is what we have done here. So I hope you are clear with the all categories when we use simple past tense. So now the time has come for your evaluation. There is a test which consists of 10 questions. You can pause this video and you can write down all your answers on a paper. Once you are ready, you can resume and verify your answers. All the instructions are mentioned in the bracket, so it will be very clear for you to understand. Okay, that's it. I hope you are ready with your answers. Here is the correction. Let's see where do you stand. You can write your score in the comment section. I hope you are clear with simple past tense. If you have liked my way of teaching and this video, you can share it with your friends and family members, and you can subscribe my channel if you have not yet done. I'll be uploading a lot more videos on different grammar parts that will help you to progress in English. Wish you all the best and happy learning.